inside. And the reason why is because Canadians voted for Justin Trudeau 10 years ago. And you tell me one thing that Justin Trudeau did to get Canada money. Absolutely nothing. The guy went and said he was going to do something with housing market, which was the biggest flop in the political history of the world, right? Bigger flop than goddamn Obamacare. Think about that for a sec, all right? That was bigger flop than Obamacare, bro. Like, Canadians need to start waking up. Instead of listening to your CBC News and your CTV News and your global news and believing all the propaganda you're told. This is why you all get laughed at, bro. You sit here and you listen to the propaganda of the news station and you're like, oh no, that's what's wrong. No, what's wrong is you people keep following this stupid manipulation and you don't see what's really going on in your own country. Stop blaming other people for your own fault. All right? The reason why your country looks like this is because you guys voted the Liberal government for 10 years. Donald Trump has nothing to do with Canada having crime, drugs, and no jobs. All right? Do not blame somebody else for your mistakes. It's that simple. But us conservative Republicans, we're all about our freedom of speech. We're all about standing up for the right and what God believes in. But you have these socialist degenerates out here that are literally just destroying what we know. That's why I said wake up, Canada. Smell the coffee brewing. If we're going to win the war, then the patriots need to continue standing up like what we're doing in every other country across the goddamn nations, bro. Every spot you can find a nation of a patriot standing up against all this. And yet, we're just allowing it more and more to happen in our own country, in our own backyard. No. Speaking of our own backyard, I don't get why CBC News and CTV News and Global News talk about America 24/7 on their news stations when there's a lot of crime and a lot of stuff going on in the community in our cities that they don't even talk about once on it, right? You know, this is why I said this. America and Canada should work together instead of bickering and battering, right? Like, again, I love Canada, but when it comes to this kind of stuff, it looks really bad on us that we don't want to associate because, oh, it's America. Yeah, you're damn right it's America, bro. The strongest country in the world, the country that you're allowed to speak your mind and not get censored for it. That's America right there. It's called freedom of speech. Second Amendment means you can protect your life or protect your loved ones and make sure nobody gets harmed in the process. So none of people understand the values of what freedom is, right? In a free world and be able to live a dream life that you always wanted. Because you people think that it's the best to have socialism and create socialist degenerates who've done nothing, bring all these immigrants in, and when they have jobs, they don't pay taxes, and it doesn't go back to our economy, which makes us broke. And again, you people don't understand this kind of stuff because you're simple-minded. You people are literally called lip-tards. All right, you're stupid in here. You guys are literally stupid in here. You guys don't know common sense. You don't know what values to make a country better. What that does is trading, right? International trade deals is what makes your country better and have more economy and make it more stronger. Not sitting there saying, oh, we should give all social justice to so-and-so. What's that do, right? What does that do? You know, if you're really going to run for mayor and make the difference, or at least be a leader in your country, at least stand up for what's right. Right? Because there's people out here that are just allowing crime, allowing chaos, and nobody's getting locked up. Now, over in the States, everybody's getting locked up for breaking the law. But that pastor that was arrested in Alberta, like I was saying earlier, that wouldn't happen in the States because of a thing called freedom of expression and freedom of speech and freedom of religion. But we don't have that in Canada anymore. That's been censored from all of us. So it's time to wake up, Canada. Stop blaming America for your problems when you guys voted Liberals for the past 10 years and that's destroyed it. The American government has nothing to do with it. They just wanted their money back from always being scammed, which I can't blame them because if you're the same one being scammed, yeah, you want your money back, right? Wake up, Canada. If we don't win this war, then we're going to be screwed. All right? It's sad to say it like that, but it's the truth. Win this war and keep waking up and realize that it's our own liberal government that's destroyed us with the socialist agenda. I'm a proud patriot. I'm glad to be conservative Republican. Been since I was in high school and I always will be. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see a next New York in Windsor, Ontario when I'm mayor. And that can be an example for the rest of Canada to follow what I'm going to do with my city, to show the difference, how to clean a city up and make it better off. Instead of allowing these people to just get away with doing whatever they want and facing no justice, no crime for it. Disgrace, sad, but you know what? That's the world we live in now. So make Canada great again, right? Make Canada great again. That's what we need. My things make Windsor great again. MWGA. And I'm glad what it represents, because Windsor was a very beautiful city a long time ago, and now it's turned to a drug-fested, crime, at a chaotic clown show. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep fighting this war, and let's keep bringing patriotism to this nation, as it's always been. If you love where you come from, embrace your culture. And don't be afraid to show your culture in front of others, because that is what makes you a patriot. Remember that. And people out here that want to hate, like I said, you're not making the difference. You want to keep believing a socialist agenda until you realize that people need to work together and love each other for one another, right? Respect one. Don't say, oh, hey, screw you, blah, blah. No, say, you know what? Actually, I respect you because you're a real one that stands up and speaks the truth, like what it says in the Bible. The ones that are real and speak the truth, the ones that are censored, and the ones that get hated on. But the ones that always do the same type of stuff are the ones that are loved. Remember that saying? The real ones speak the truth. The real ones are not afraid to speak their mind, how they want to speak it. And that's why I'm out here doing this for all y'all. So, wake up, Canada. Let's keep winning this war. And us patriots are doing this. And one last thing. I don't got one last thing. Oh, I do. What would you do if you're in a situation where you're getting home invaded? Would you allow someone to do something to your family, or would you defend your family? I want to know, because over in the States, that's called the Second Amendment. Same as when you talk and you can't get arrested, because that's freedom of speech. The First Amendment, oh, yeah. God bless y'all. Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. Peace.